Hi bunnies! Welcome back to PandaBunBun. It's going to be Mid-Autumn Festival time soon. I really look forward to this event because it's linked to beautiful childhood memories of mine with lanterns, mooncakes, and friends. If you're not familiar with this time of the year, let me briefly introduce it to you. The Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the Moon Festival or Mooncake Festival, is a harvest festival celebrated in Chinese culture. It is held on August 15th of the Chinese lunisolar calendar with a full moon at night, corresponding to mid-September to early October of the Gregorian calendar. During the festival, the lanterns of all sizes and shapes, which symbolize beacons that light people's path to prosperity and good fortune, are carried and displayed, alongside with mooncakes, a rich pastry typically filled with sweet bean, salted egg yolk, meat, or lotus seed paste, are traditionally eaten during this festival. This year, 2024, the Mid-Autumn Festival will be on September 17th. And to celebrate the festival, I'll try for the first time making lanterns with velvet wire. I have made many types of lanterns before, mostly pork editions, but today we'll go a little bit fancy. This design was brought to me by scrolling on TikTok. I saw this gorgeous and cute being, so I have to try it. Now let's prepare the materials we need for this project. First, we need a sphere. I'll be recycling the plastic lids from takeaway drinks. We need 2 lids. You can use other materials, but make sure they are transparent so the light can shine through, and have a hole to put the light inside. Second, we'll need velvet wires. You can use any color you like, and they are easily available on online marketplaces. Because I'm clumsy and drying for the first time, I bought 100 strands for each color. But if you are going to make just one lantern, then buy 50 strands for each color. Third is the lights. I'm using fairy lights for this project. Fourth is a stick to hang the lantern. You can use whatever you want. I'll use a one-use chopstick for it. Fifth is a string to connect the lantern and the stick. Again, you can use anything like threads, ribbons, but I'm feeling a little bit fancy, so I bought these beads threads that I found online. Ooh, shiny. Sixth is a glue gun to attach everything together. And lastly, this is optional, but you can add a moss fringe to make your lantern even prettier. Now let's plan out the layout and visualize what a fishy will look like. For the color, I chose the ones that will be on brand with the channel, which is baby pink and pastel yellow. I sketched out the designs, and please, it's a sketch so it will look bad. I'll call them lemon pinky. Please don't ask why, I also don't know. The main color will be pink and have a yellow belly, so it'll look like the color of our channel. Now let's start making them. First and foremost, please don't do velvet wire projects in your bedroom. Don't do it near children or pets, and please wear a mask because the velvet will break down and fly around all over the place. It is for your and others' health. Now let's start making them for real this time. If you already have a complete sphere, you can skip this step. I'm using plastic couplets and they are half sphere, so I have to stick them together to create one. There, all done. Now let's attach the wires to the sphere. You can measure how long you need by rubbing it from top to bottom like this, and leave about 2 cm more on each end. If you already have 2 holes, you just need to bend each head to hook the wire onto the sphere. That's why we need the excess 2 cm for. It is secure if you stretch the wire all the way and you don't need any glue. Trust me, it's staying strong, like your ex to your memory. Just attach each strand until you cover up like 3 to 4 of the sphere. You don't need to cover up this part because it will be covered by the scales, and we can save some for other parts. And don't worry, we'll secure the ends by hot gluing other parts on there so these won't fall off. There you go. Now we have this fluffy ball. Cute! Next, we'll make the fish's parts. First, just make a circle by wrapping your wire strand around something like your finger, and we have a mouth. Hot glue the ends together or twist the ends together, then hot glue it to the front part and voila! Then we'll make the scales. First, take 3 strands, 2 pinks, 1 yellow. Depending on your scale's wishing length, double the number to have your pink's length and add 2 cm to have the yellow's length. Here I will using the cut part from the body's wire, so it's a bit shorter than my taste. Hold the 2 pinks next to each other vertically, put the yellow one crisscross in the middle, then bend the pink in half over the yellow. Next, bend the yellow upward to the opposite direction, twist it twice and bend it down to the pink direction so they will be outside. Remember to adjust so the strands won't be tangled. Then just twist the bunch together. Bend the ugly shenanigans to the back side to hide them. You can also adjust the shape to your liking. And we have a scale. Just make it multiple times until you have the number you want and enough to cover up the whole bald part. Then you can hot glue them to that spot. You can arrange the patterns as you want, and we finish the head. Oh my god. Oh my god, stay. Oh my god. Okay, you're good. Now let's make the eyes. Take a strand of your desired color and start rolling the wire in a circle. Honey, what are you doing? This is a tutorial. Get back on frame. There you are. Do it as tightly as possible and we have an eye. Do it the same for the other eye. Hot glue them on the body and we're done with the face. Oh my god, it always rolls. Now we'll move on to the tails. We'll do it literally the same as the scales. It's just now we need 3 pinks instead of 2 and 1 yellow. I'll take 30 cm for each. 3 pinks will be next to each other like this. Add the yellow and indicate the outline colors crisscross the center like this. Bend the pink strand in half over the yellow strand. Bend the yellow strand upward to the opposite direction. Twist the yellow twice. Bend it back to the direction of the pinks. Twist them together and adjust the shape as you like. I'm trying to make it wavy here. And we have part of the tail. Again, you can make how many as you like, but I'm lazy, so I'm only making 5. Even though I like this look, it's too thin for me. I wanted a wider tail, so I should have used like 5 strands instead of 3. If you want your tail to be bigger, just add more pinks. Also, as you can see, if you're using not enough strands, it will have the gaps like this, so it does not look well. Especially when you bend it and trying to make it wavy like mine, it does not look good. And you can see it more clearly here. After that, I tried to glue it together like a flower, but they were not cooperating. They were too flimsy, so I had to take them apart and hot glue them individually. Also, remember this bunch? Please don't bend it backwards because it will be visible. I did not think that through, so I had to live with the consequences. But don't worry, I cut the most that I can. But for the sake of your mentality, please cut it. But we'll not stick the tail on the body yet because we'll have to put the lights into the body first. We can do the tail later. Just take your fairy light wire and insert it to the fish through the bottom hole. And please, if your hole is big enough, don't put the whole light inside. You want to keep the switch outside so, we can use them. And then you can hot glue the tail to the body around the hole. And you should have something like this. And because it was so ugly, I tried to make another set of tail like in different shape to, cover the mess. But it did not turn out great, so I ditched the idea. But I like the shape, I like what I did, so I used it as the dorsal fin. You know, the fin that is on top of the head. First, I'll bend the wire to the shape that I want, like this. Then just fill in the shape by wrapping around from top to bottom until you cover the whole thing. I know it's out of frame, so it's probably hard for you to visualize it, but it's basically like this. And if your wire went out, just hook another one onto the frame and just continue wrapping. And here is the extra tail that I was talking about, but it didn't look nice, so I used it as, you know, the head fin. Finally, I glued the light mechanism to the tail to cover it up and to secure it. And honestly, you can't stop here. But because I'm extra, so I'm going to make pectoral fins, the ones that are on the side of the fish. Now, take 4 strands of wires, 3 pinks, 1 yellow. Or if you want your fins to look bigger, just add more pinks. The pinks will be shorter than the yellow by like a half. And I'm so sorry because like I said, I was being extra, so this was spontaneous. As you can see, it was out of frame the whole time, so I will use illustration to show you how to do it. Put the yellow strand horizontally and the pink vertically. Bend the pink down over the yellow and make a loop like this. Do the same for the other pinks. Bend the yellow downward and twist the whole bunch. And we have a fin. Do the same for the other fin cause, you know, fish has 2 of them. Hot glue them onto the body and we are almost done. Oh my god, this is when I was so tired of the mess. I took the scissor and trimmed out the ugliness. I tried my best, it didn't look perfect, but it's definitely better. Next, I added the moss fringe to the belly of the fish. Again, you don't need this, but if you do, just hot glue or loop it around one of the belly strands like this. It totally made our lantern so much prettier. We are almost done. We just need to add the string to hang it up. Pierce the string to the dorsal fin, cut the string to your desired length, hot glue the ends together, and we're done. But like I said, I'm extra, so I won't stop here. I have these pearls and I'll start to decorate the fish. For the scales and the tails, because of the technique that I used, the top will not look so great, so I used the pearls to cover them up. Finally, I decorated the stick. Honestly, you don't need to do this, but because we have the leftover wires from making the fishy, I want to be resourceful, so I used all I can to make the stick look prettier and more cohesive to the whole lantern design. And here is my lemon Pinkie! Ah, it looks so cute! And yes, I added the eye shines off camera because it looked kinda creepy without it. Here is the light on version. Oh my god, it is not only cute, it's also functional. I mean, of course. I hope you're having fun with this project and happy Mid-Autumn Festival everyone! That is also the end of our video. Thank you for tuning in to the Bunniverse. See you next time. Bye bye!